Hello and welcome. I'm glad you're here because we're going to be talking about the most important thing that anyone in the history of the world has ever spoken about ever, which is how to pull hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your email list in a way that doesn't suck. I am the guy that you want to talk to about this because my small email marketing agency has done exactly this for a small group of private high-ticket clients for the last few years. And so what I want to share with you today is just some tips, some guidelines for making this happen for your own list. So first is we need a mindset shift here because there's still a lot of misconception about what a list actually is or why leads exist in the first place. Your list is not there. Leads are not there to fill your list and make your list big. Leads are not really there for you to spend money to acquire them and then them just selling your list. That's not what they're for. The reason leads exist is to give you money. And so if someone is telling you oh, you need a big list, you need to nurture your list, you can only expect $1 per subscriber to your list, just ignore them. They don't know the secret that you know now. The reason leads exist is to give you money. And to do that, first they have to give you their attention. They have to know and care who you are. Okay, so we don't do the style of email marketing that's very unobtrusive, very, hey, when you're ready, you can come in, or anything like that. We get attention through email marketing so that people care who we are. Because if no one cares who we are, they don't open the emails. If they don't open the emails, they don't get on a call. If they don't get on a call, they don't become a client. And if they don't become a client, they are not going to give you any money, which again is the purpose of leads. And in fact, you will have wasted your money and time acquiring them as a lead. The first thing we want to do is reorient our mindset around the point of your list. The point of your list is to give you money. It's not to send them value. It's not to nurture them, although you can do that. The point of the list is to make you rich. Please be assured the money is there. This guy, Alan Sultanish, popularized the idea of selling with economics. Selling with economics meaning that you need to meet the lead or the prospect where they are economically and offer them what they can afford economically so that you can send them through other price ranges of products. It also makes sense from a marketing standpoint because if you are spending a lot of money on ads, then not every lead is going to convert, but even leads that buy, $10 products or $100 products will get you back your ad spend so that the leads that buy your $1,000 and $10,000 and $25,000 products will be all profit. He kind of popularized it for this generation of marketers, I should say. And it makes sense for your email list because if we take the economic view, every single person on your list has money. They have a monetary value, especially if you're marketing in Western countries, America, Canada, Western Europe. Literally every single person on that list can give you $1,000. I promise you, there is not a single American who is not comprehensively bankrupt who cannot find $1,000 to give to you if they want where you're selling bad enough. Most of them could probably come up with $5,000 if they absolutely had to. They won't, just to be clear. Your transformative offer is just not that transformative when they have, a kid and they only make $5,000 a month and, they also have to pay off taxes and debt and all that stuff. But the money is there. They're just not giving it to you. Let's do the math on that. Let's say you have a list of $10,000 and let's say that everyone on our list makes $5,000 a month. I think the median income in America is $50,000 a year. But still, that's $5,000 per month per 10,000 people. Is $50 million per month potentially sitting in your list. I'm not making crazy promises here. You're not going to see that much money. They are going to, they need to buy groceries, right? They need childcare, healthcare. They are paying off their credit cards and all this shit. So you won't see all of that. You will only get a small percentage of that. But this should open your eyes to what is possible because even 1% of $50 million is $500,000. And that refreshes every single month. The money is there. The bank accounts are there. The wealth is there in your list if you know how to extract it. The purpose of leads is to give us a percentage of this. Eugene Schwartz said that you can't create desire in the market. You can only channel it. When we think of the market, we're talking about a single entity here. That's who we target with our messaging. You cannot sell the market something that it does not want. And so all your messaging and all your offers and all your packaging have to be optimized in a way that it's going to be, the market's going to be receptive towards it. Lists are the same way. A list is a single living entity. It's not 10,000 people. It is a single creature that has behaviors, likes, dislikes, interests, and desires. You don't need to have a relationship with every single person on the list, but you do need to have a relationship with this entity if you want to continue to get money from it long term. So here's what I mean by that. Remember that $500,000 that we said was sitting on your list like 60 seconds ago? Well, you can burn that. If the list doesn't like you, then they aren't going to give you that $500,000 next month. They might give it to you this month if you push and you have the scarcity and the urgency and you burn the shit off your list. But next month, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, that's not going to happen unless they actually like you, unless you have a good relationship with them. I have actually been on lists where we tracked this and someone sat on the list for 2 years before buying. They came in from an ad, did not buy, did not buy, did not buy, next year, did not buy, finally bought. Why? Because we had put in enough relationship tokens into this person that they finally started paying attention to us and ended up buying. So when I say there's money in the list, yeah, but the only way you get that is through a good relationship. That relationship can be measured by clicks, replies, and revenue. And it becomes kind of a virtuous cycle. I said virtual cycle. It's a virtuous cycle. But you've heard of a vicious cycle, right? Where like the bad thing happens and then it causes a worse thing to happen, and then a bad thing happens, and so on and so forth. This is the opposite of that. This is a virtuous cycle because each click, reply, engagement point elevates your emails by telling the ISPs like Google and Gmail and Apple Mail that you are not a spammer, that people actually want to get your emails, that you are building this relationship with them. So if we can create that engagement, then we get the attention that I've been talking about. And if we get the attention that I've been talking about, then we'll have a chance at a real relationship that persists over time. So the more emails you can get open and read, the higher the likelihood of future emails being open and read. The more you build the relationship, the more money you make. So to recap, we get attention. We turn that attention into money. The way we maintain this attention is by building this relationship, and you can actually track how well your relationship is doing by clicks, replies, and obviously revenue. And if you want to create a relationship with your list, you have to give them value. You've heard this before, right? You have to nurture your list. You have to give them value. And in the beginning of the video, I said, like, don't listen to people who say that. But now that we've done the work of explaining why you need to build a relationship with your list, we can now reveal what value is actually for. Value is emotional. Value is not intellectual. It's not how-to stuff. It's not teaching. You cannot teach someone how to do something through email marketing and expect them to pay attention to you. In the same way that like lectures in college are boring, it's the same principle. No one's paying attention and therefore they get bored and they go to your competitors. Value is emotional. Emotions, hope, self-worth, amusement, a sense of like help, that you're on their side, you're their friend, you're going to help them through whatever. Hope, help, self-worth, that's what they want from you. That's the only thing they want from you. That's the only thing anybody ever wants from anybody else. The product or program you're selling is actually secondary. It doesn't matter that much as far as marketing goes. They want to feel like you're giving them hope. They want to feel like you're helping them, or they want to feel like you are their path to greater self-worth. Again, shout out to Alan Sultanish, hopeless, helpless, worthless. This is how you want your people to feel in their relationship with you. That's what real value is. It's not teaching. It's not intellectual. The real value is the way they feel after you're reading your emails. So what can we do with this? Going back through these tips, understand that we are here to get the money. The money is there. And the way we get the money is through building an actual relationship with this kind of living creature that is the list. And I know everyone's going to be thinking, well, Mason, how do I actually do that? Well, first, you can pick up a copy of my book, The Email Mastery Playbook. Second, it's in an upcoming video, so stay tuned.